UK Sports. And it's time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, the former Premier League champion and 5-time champion of the world, Raymond and Barneveld. Champion, the two-time UK Open champion, the two-time World Grand Prix champion, the winner of the Premier League, it's a machine, James
live from Cardiff. James Wade ran into Michael Van Gerwen last week, lost 7-4. Barney ran into Michael Van Gerwen, won 7-5. Did you read much into that, John Park?
Well, I think they both played very well. Maybe James wore Michael down a little for Raymond. You could argue in a lot of ways. I don't think it plays much into this match. I think James just knows he has to really get at least a point here, and probably two. Meanwhile, Raymond, he knows 2 points and he's in third place clear.
Barney on an absolute high at the moment. 2 back-to-back brilliant results in Rotterdam and Manchester.
Yeah, and he's just keeps standing up at the right times and to be counted. And there's nothing more important than to beat MVG. And that last week is going to boost his confidence just that much.
He's just dropped out of the top 4 though, so he needs some points now.
Yeah, this Premier League, it isn't very kind. It's often very slow in rewarding you because there's so much work always to be done at this stage.
Match 3. Raymond van Barneveld, James Wade, commentators Wayne Marsden, Stuart Pike.
Big half an hour or so coming up for both players. Barney can put himself in a really good position in the race for the playoffs. Defeat for James Wade. Already he will be 3 points behind the top 4 heading into the second half of the Premier League season in the race for the O2 finals night on May the 18th.
Yeah, Raymond, it's already been said about how well he's playing, but he really is. He's flowing. He believes in himself. And we know with Raymond, once he fences it mentally, he really is a world beater. Quite interesting, up until 3 weeks ago, he was kind of talking of quitting, and then he beats Gary in Rotterdam, and the world's a great place again. The highs and lows with Raymond, but right now, he's on a crestable wave, playing quite beautifully. Thrown 9 darts, won 76.
91.
Yeah, 3 wins 76. On the spin for Barney to put him right back in contention. Double 18 then.
58.
No one has won 4 on a bounce in this Premier League yet. Can Raymond do it?
$45. Raymond, you
Exceptional
require
in
80.
beating Anderson in Rotterdam and then ending Van Gerwen's record run of unbeaten TV matches. Double 4.
10.
It's interesting when, in his last visit, he was betwixt and between which double to leave before deciding on 18. They've come back for another go. They've already had a few problems. Can't afford to miss now.
No, but what Raymond has been doing well is hitting the right shots at the right time. And missing the double on the previous attempt wasn't the big to-do, it was that visit. And it's 1-0.
$140.
Ref cam, new innovation, Sky Sports Darts. Up close and personal.
100.
A real flavour, doesn't it, of the throw.
$83.
Well, James didn't like the score of 83. Shook his head, looked quite disgusted.
95.
As it stands, right on 13, Van Gerwen 12, Taylor
53.
and Anderson on 11. Barney win here goes to 12. I reckon 19 or 20 points will get you 4th place.
Do you?
174.
Sublime.
For the last 3 years, Anderson 20 points, 4th. Van Barneveld 19 points, 4th. Lewis 19 points, 4th. So that's the ballpark of what they're aiming for to get to the O2.
Well, Raymond doesn't have to go the bullseye. Well, I've got to question your logic, Raymond. Why go for the ball in the first place? Just hit a ton to leave 32. Just putting it out there. Waste the time going the bullseye.
140. Raymond, you require 32.
For a break.
Aim shot in the second leg.
Only 2 out of 8 on the doubles, Wayne, but he's 2-0 up.
Third leg, Raymond.
James hasn't had a dart at a double.
Yes, that is it. Look, it can't have been any other score other than 2-0 because James Wade has not had a double.
100.
Won the Premier League in 2009, 7 years ago.
Yeah, beat Mervyn King in the final. James really was the vacuum cleaner. He used to just mop up, didn't he? And all the big guns used to go by the wayside, and James was always there to clean up. He really was. He was relentless in kind of 7, 8, 9 and 10, wasn't he?
Van Barneveld 100 average, James Wade 89, and that says much as well.
Yeah, James is just standing up now with his lead foot, which means the darts are going high and low. It's hard to group them when you do that, which is why he's being royally outscored.
96.
James has got to stop standing up, lifting that heel up on the front foot. If he does, he will improve.
100. Raymond, you require 40.
For another leg on the board. 3-0 to Van Barneveld. James Wade has not had a look in. sort of fallen away a little, hasn't he, in the Premier League? 1 win in the last 5 after a strong start.
Well, his best performance was last week, and that's kind of darting performance, not win. We know he can just pull out wins from nowhere, but his best performance was last week against Michael van Gerwen, averaging 100. He's put in some real lacklustre performances.
More pressure on James Wade. Lovely switch from Barney. We've got the man who's hit the most 180s in the Premier League against 26. The man who's hit the least. Barney 35, James Wade only 13. Look at those averages.
Well, when you look at the scoreline, then the averages, you kind of think that's the way it should be. But when James Wade is playing, the averages normally mean nothing. James has got to fathom this out.
100.
In a match play final a couple of years ago against Raymond and against Michael van Gerwen, James Wade was throwing very, very similar, and that was exactly the same mistake. You cannot raise your heel on your lead foot. The darts will just go high and low.
Raymond, you recall 129. James, you recall 130.
Will Wade get a dart at a double, or a dart at the ball maybe?
Come up just short.
65.
For 4-0.
Raymond, you recall 72.
Double 16 for 4-zip.
40.
James Wade should at least get one dart at a double. Well, 7. Double 4 now. First dart at a double.
57. Raymond, you requires 32.
Total control.
Game short to the full play.
Squeezed it in, didn't he? Last dart again. 4-0. James Wade disgusted.
Well, you said squeeze the double in last week. Raymond wanted 28 against Michael van Gerwen. Threw one low outside the double 14, then one high, looked to have covered it and got it with a last dart right in the corner.
Well, he's not happy. Shaking his head, James Wade. Something's bothered him.
Yeah. Clearly something. There you can see. That's on release of the dart. Not conducive to playing well at all.
140.
James Wade as well. Whatever's bothered him, Wade, it's affected his concentration.
60.
Well, he's just thrown that last dart away. Mind you, look, the leg's more or less gone. But it's very unusual to see James play this poorly. He's chuntering away to himself.
You know, leg difference, the way that it's shaping up.
60.
Could be key when it comes to sorting out who's in and who's out. Seven whitewashes in the history of the Premier League. Wade Marden was on the end of one.
All right, come on now. Come on.
100.
And James Wade's been on the end of one as well. Whitewashed by Van Gerwen back in 2015.
Well, quite incredible that only averaging 94 James Wade, that's Barney's average. James Wade has only had one dart at a double. Just shows you how poorly he's scored, how inconsistent he's been.
Well, the Premier League Roadshow heads to Dublin next week for week 10. And the fixtures will be revealed on Friday for the run-in
100
to the O2.
Barney surely will hit another one.
100.
Disappointment on his face.
You don't have players that you play against in your career more than others. Now Barneveld and Wade are a case in point. 49th time that these two have played in competition. The reason being they're two of the best in the business.
All the Premier Leagues down the line and quarterfinals, semi-finals of tournaments, and obviously in today's climate there's a lot of events, so we're going to meet each other a lot, and this is for 6-0. 57.
99.
Now for James Wade to get a leg on the board, importantly, avoid the whitewash, which he's done. He's won a leg. Might just give him a bit of confidence, bit of belief.
7th flag, Raymond to throw first.
He knows it could be done. You may remember he was 5-1 up himself on Gary Anderson earlier in the piece this year in the Premier League and had to settle for a draw.
Indeed.
134.
James has to be thinking, right, okay, I'm not playing well here at all, but if I can just up it a tad, because Barney's not setting the board alight, is he? He was in the first 2 or 3 legs, but he's just eased off since.
Only 87.
51-36. 54-16. Double 8. That is a point for Barney. You won't want to settle for that, though.
Victory for Barney moves him level with Van Gerwen on 12. Van Gerwen to come against Dave Chisnell in our last 96. Match of the night.
Well, I think James just said it's wrong.
96.
He's unhappy about something. Here we see Raymond.
45.
As it stands, if he can get another point, we'll move into 3rd spot.
100. .92.
You have to watch his work here, Raymond. He did. Switched away, trying to leave 135 or 160. That was what he was looking at. But in control. 6-1 up. Your opponent averaging 83.
58.
Life couldn't be better for RVB.
Leg difference as well. Huge night this for Van Barneveld. And a significant 45. Night as well for James Wade, which will leave him 3 points adrift of the top 4.
140. Premier League 131.
$51 to leave tops if he returns.
91. James requires 70.
$20 to save the match. Tops.
James shows an end flag. James one. I think Raymond to throw first. Game on.
Barney a leg away from becoming the first man to win 4 on the spin in the Premier League in 2017.
It's not easy done, is it?
No.
Not with the quality of players. Cracking effort.
95.
Frustration grows for James Wade.
This may sound sarcastic, but I'm not being sarcastic. James is actually throwing better now than he has throughout the whole match.
140.
He's gone back to standing up again on that front foot.
60.
For 6 darts, he was playing okay. Looked to have a decent enough rhythm. I think he'd got to that point of, do you know what, I think I'm going to lose, so I'm going to go through the motions.
43.
Raymond is having trouble wrapping this up.
He left himself on tops to win it in the last leg, only to be denied by Wade hitting the same target.
100. Premier League 132.
Can he win it in style? Maybe.
James 141.
Took out 70 to save the match. Can he take out 141? The answer is no. For 4 wins on the bounce for RVB.
28.
Double 7. He can put one over the top of that. Just like that. Raymond van Barneveld beats James Wade by 7 legs to 2. He moves to 3rd in the table. James clearly not happy about something, but Raymond doesn't care. It's a 7-2 win for the 5-time world champ.
Match 3 live from Cardiff, Barney against James Wade. Wade never really showed up. Only a 95 average from Barney, 37% on the doubles, but it was enough. He celebrates a 7-2 victory. Barney 7-2 over James Wade. And coming next, mighty Michael van Gerwen against Dave Chisnell. 4 wins on the bounce for Barney, puts him in 3rd position, 12 points, level on points with mighty Michael van Gerwen, who has the game in hand. Let's hear from Barney now, talking to Rod Stud.
Barney, well done. That's 4 wins on the trot for you in the Premier League. You're the first player to do that this year in the Premier League.
I know. It's so tight, you know. When I came here today, I saw Phil winning, beating Yella. I saw Gary beating Adrian. And I'm thinking, wow, you know, it's so tight, you know, 10 points, 9 points. If you lose a game, you could be number 7. Yeah. I said, focus, focus, focus. I was surprised by the level James played tonight. I think he didn't play that well. But again, lucky for me. Happy with the win, 7-2. That's 4 wins on the trot now, so I'm absolutely happy, yeah, of course.
For you, though, very important, you played 2 games when you could really get up against Gary Anderson in Rotterdam and Michael, obviously. So important to play at a high level again for you.
Yeah, I know, but it's not only play well against Gary or Michael. You have to play well against everyone, you know. Don't forget, Dave Chisnell beat me 7-2, you know, and he's on now next against Michael. So really curious about that game. Michael is a bit struggling for a couple of weeks now. We never saw Dave playing last week in Manchester because he wasn't there. I rate Dave has got a good chance beating Michael now. Yeah, why not? It's such a tight competition at the moment.
As you say, if you lose, you go down. But if you win, like you have, you're up into the top 3 now, Barney. So
last week I came in Manchester, you know. I came in as number 4. Then after a couple of matches, I was 7th. So if I lose the match against Michael, I was 7th, and now I'm 3rd. I don't know, after tonight, I'll still be 3rd, I think. But we never can beat a 7-0 victory, but Peter Ryder.
Yeah, a bit controversial that. I know some of the boys are a little bit upset. Listen, it's a great atmosphere here in Wales, but we go to Dublin next week. I know you're popular all over the world, but in Dublin it's particularly where you're very popular with the Irish crowd.
I know. Everywhere I come, it suits comfortable, you know. I don't know why, but I'm happy that the crowd loves me, of course. It's far better than they boo you, you know. Whenever you come in Belfast, Dublin, Aberdeen, or last year I played against Aberdeen, so it was tough for me. But so next week the new schedule comes out. I'm looking forward. You know, 12 points now, last 4 weeks. What can you dream for more? You know, 8 points out of 4 matches. I'm over the moon.
Yeah, absolutely. Every right to be. Well done, Barney. Well played tonight.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Barney signs the autographs. 7-2 victory over James Wade. Do you mind games there saying that Michael Van Gerwen's struggling a bit, knowing that Van Gerwen's listening in the background? Van Gerwen against Chisnell, our final match, live from Cardiff.